From format to moderators, the date of the debate to alleged lack of consultations, President Uhuru Kenyatta's handlers have exhausted all possible excuses. And deep into the evening, organizers of the debate kept the doors wide open, including delaying the start of the debate in the hope that the president may still show up.
Honorable Raila Odinga.
In the end, they gave up and rolled the cameras for the only candidate on the stage, Raila Odinga of NASA. NTV has learned that the handlers of the president were from the start apprehensive about the level of scrutiny at the presidential debate, and most of them preferred not to expose the incumbent to what they considered a potentially damaging platform. Organizers of the debate had in advance shared the thematic areas of the debate, including touchy issues such as corruption, leadership and integrity, food security and the cost of living. Uhuru's campaign insiders say these issues would disadvantage the incumbent, who may be held to account based on the first-term record. They term the issues a free pass for the opposition that only needs to make promises about them. But State House has not been upfront with this strategic position, choosing instead to fish far and wide for excuses to skip the debate and place blame elsewhere. Skipping the debate for whatever reason, however, amounts to evading responsibility.
And accountability can only be demonstrated at a point where citizens will ask questions or people will ask questions and you respond. In other countries, they want to see you speak from the heart. Accountability requires, even if you have done the right thing, even if you have not, for example, if it's a question of transparency in spending public revenues, but when you explain it in a debate format, people will be convinced that actually this is how the money was spent.
The debate would also have offered a platform for the president and his main challenger, Raila Odinga, to elaborate their policy differences.
Because one will be asked a question, you are saying there's, for example, security interference with the elections, and the president responds because in charge of security. There are public expectations which went down the drain because the president refused to attend this particular session yesterday.
The president's absence could also be an indicator of the disdain he has for the media. After all, he was the first one to make these statements.
Yale ambayo tunasoma ni ya upuzi. Kwa hivyo vile nilisema ya kwamba gazeti ni ya kufunga nyama ni sawa. Tuendelee namna hiyo.
President Kenyatta's relations with the media have been a hot and cold affair, with handlers often carefully picking media opportunities that only showcase the president in positive light. Some recent TV interviews done with the president were packed with light moments and tilted towards the human interest angle as opposed to tackling hard issues. State House insiders, according to sources, preferred a no-show as their second best option, the first option being persuading organizers to cancel the debates. The no-show has, however, elicited sharp reactions from critics who accuse the president, just like the Deputy President Ruto and the former Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka, of avoiding accountability. Andrew Ochieng, NTV.